So I'm not sure what happened, but we got kicked off, and I'm not intimidated by that. I believe I have something powerful to share with you on this morning. So I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to sign back on. They're not on within the next couple of minutes. We're just going to keep going. Invite somebody, share. Invite somebody, share.
Jesus at the center of it all. From beginning to the end, it will always be, it's always been you, Jesus. Jesus, everybody say, Jesus at the center of it all. Jesus at the center of it all.
Good morning, everybody. We're just waiting for a few more to join us. We got kicked off. We are back. Do me a favor, invite somebody, share. I really believe this word's going to bless your life.
Jesus, you're the center. Everything revolves around Jesus, you.
So when we started this morning, we started from Luke 22:32. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brother. And we begin to talk about all of the complexities that we face on a day-to-day basis in life. Life is full of dealing with the unknown, the unexpected. What faith is really about, faith does not exempt you from circumstance, problem, sickness. Faith does not give you a pass to escape through pains, grief, torment, and turmoil. Faith doesn't give you a pass out. What faith does, it conditions you as you are going through. In our lesson today, Jesus prays for Simon. Listen at the prayer that he prays for him. He said, I prayed for thee that thy faith fail you not. Meaning the anchor that is in the soul, the thing that keeps you, the thing that you've been holding on to. I pray that it fails you not, because as long as you have faith, no matter what you are faced with, it's the anchor of faith that pulls you through. This morning, our topic or our theme is you were built. You were built for this. When we look at things from a time perspective, when we look at things through time, then we go from Sunday to Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday to Friday to Saturday to Sunday. When we look at things in time, the news that you get today may shock you, but when we look at things from an eternal perspective, in eternity, there are no surprises. To God, there is no surprises. No matter what news you've gotten, no matter how you are feeling, no matter what you are facing, to God, there is no surprise. So if there's no surprises to God, and he is the keeper and creator of us all, then when we trust in him, he has our world in his hand. And though it may surprise us, it does not surprise him. And because he knew it was coming, he's been preparing you all along for what you're facing right now. And you need to know that. It's important for you to know that, because if you don't, you will start to put your hope in what you see on a day-to-day basis. And that's unfair. You got to remember that God knew your life. He knows the end from the beginning. He's not just Alpha, but he's Alpha and Omega. He's the beginning. He's the end. There is no beginning and there is no end for him, because he is. In Jeremiah 1, he told the prophet Jeremiah, I knew you in your mother's womb, and I called you, ordained you to be a prophet. So whatever your occupation is, whatever God's called you to do in life, it may be new to you. You may be uncovering it, but it's no shock to God. Your moves, your transitions, the things that you're dealing with in your body, it's no surprise to God. In grief, it's no surprise to God. God knew who was going to live, how long they were going to live, when they were going to die. He knew who was going to break you. He knew who was going to hurt you. He knew who was going to be around you. There are no surprises to God. He is all knowing at all time, and there is no time when he does not know. So if there is no time when he does not know, then he prepares us every day for what's to come. He's prepared you for everything that you're dealing with right now. You may not know how you're going to get through it, but I'm telling you, if you've been listening to him, if you've been following him, he's already placed inside you the strength that is needed, the fortitude that is necessary to not only hold you up and give you the strength to make it when you feel like you're crumbling up under pressure, but everything that you need to face everything that you're going through, you're going to go through, and everything that you've been through, everything has already been placed inside of you. You've got to believe it. The power is released in your believing, and to the degree of your belief, be it unto you. To the degree of your belief is the degree of your power. Now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. What power is in us? It's the power of belief. Believing releases the power. I was telling somebody this week, I was telling a dear friend, I'm telling her, listen here, you were created for this moment. Don't you let the devil intimidate you. Don't you let the devil cause you to seep into depression. Don't you dare back up from the promises of God. You were created for this moment. And if it is happening, you have what it takes. For every Goliath that you meet on the field, there's a David on the inside of you. God is giving you your gift as stones. Your gifts are rock. The more you operate in your gift, the more you throw your rock at Goliath. And I'm telling you, the key to overcoming everything that you're going through is operating in your gift, operating in your purpose. That's your weapon of mass destruction. And as you operate in your purpose, praise, worship becomes the weapon of mass destruction to destroy and confuse the enemy. You were built for this. You cannot break. You got to talk to yourself. You got to look yourself in the mirror. You've got to encourage your own self. You've got to tell yourself, I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm the lender and not the borrower. Whatever I'm going through, I'm going to come out of this. Whatever I'm facing, I'm going to overcome it. Greater is he that is in me than he that is after me. Greater is he that is within me than what I'm dealing with. Greater. He's greater than cancer. He's greater than HIV. He's greater than COVID-19. No matter what you're feeling, no matter what you're experiencing, God is greater. You got to know this. You got to know that God is greater. He's with you. He's walking on the side of you. He is in you. He is behind you. He has gone before you. And if he's before me, behind me, on the side of me, and within me, then no weapon that is formed against me is going to be able to prosper. And every lying tongue that rises itself against me shall be found in the wrong. God has equipped me for this moment. I shall and I will overcome everything that the devil has thrown against me. Woo! So many times we allow the enemy to bully us. We allow the devil to try to intimidate us. When you operate in your gift and that thing that God has called you to do, that's how you gain an advantage over the enemy. It's just not your prayer. It's also in your doing. And as you do it, you begin to worship him. This is where your power is. It's in this worship. You've got to know how to talk to yourself. You've got to know that God has not forgotten you. You've got to know that God will never do anything to hurt you. You've got to know that God only thinks good about you. He told you in the book of Jeremiah 29:11, I know the thoughts that I think about you, thoughts of good and not of evil. God is not using your sin against you. God is not using your mistakes against you. God is not using your troubled past against you. There is nothing that God wouldn't do for you. There is nothing that God wouldn't do to make you happy. In fact, the unmoved mover, the omniscient one says that he's touched by the very feelings of your infirmities. In other words, you're not in this thing by yourself. He's with you. He's for you, and he's going to bring you out. You've got to know how to worship him through it. You've got to know how to praise him through it. You've got to learn how to trust him because he has your best interests at heart. And when he's not talking and telling you what you're going through, that's because he's working in you to do the good pleasure of his will.
Is like you, Lord, in all the earth. Matchless love and beauty, endless word.
You've got to make worship and praise a part of your daily life. This is how we overcome.
Jesus, you're the cup that won't run dry. Your
presence is heaven to me. Yeah.
oh God,
Your presence
is heaven.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You're already healed. We're just waiting for the healing to manifest in your body. It takes time. For some a year, for some a day, for some an hour, for others 10 years, 20. It takes time. But don't you allow time to intimidate you from what God has spoken to you and from what he said you can have. You've got to worship while you wait. You've got to praise. I'm telling you, this is where your power is.
Your presence
Is
is heaven.
to me. Your presence
Is
heaven to me.
God, your presence is
Heaven to me.
There's nothing like your presence.
Your presence is heaven to me. Listen, you're going to get through this no matter what it is. You were built for this. You're not going to fail. You're not going to die. You got to speak it. I will live and not die and declare the works of the Lord and praise and worship your God.
Nothing like your presence. So for my days on earth, I will await the moment that I see you face to face.
You have too many advantages to lose. Just because it doesn't work out the way that you planned doesn't mean you lost. Because if you were able to get a lesson in it, you're able to draw wisdom from it. That wisdom and those lessons now become the tools that are necessary as you move forward. God is with you, and you were not built to break. Everything that you're facing right now, God has strategically placed you in situations or allowed situations to happen before to build your strength so that you can deal with what you're dealing with now. You're built for this. You will not fail.
To me, your presence.
Listen, that's all I have for you this morning. I'm not going to try and give you more than what I believe he's given me. He gave me a simple word this morning to give you. You were built for this. You were not built to break. Your future does not contain failure. You're going to win. You are winning because the greater one is on the inside of you. If you would like to sow into the work that we're doing on this side, please do. The Cash App is on the screen. Outside of that, I'm praying for each and every one of you. Remember, your gift, operating in your gift, gives you the power to overcome the things that you're dealing with. Your answer is walking out your purpose. Your purpose is in your gift, and your gift is in your purpose. And while you do that, remember to honor God. Praise him. Worship him for who he is, not just for what he's done. There's power in that. In all of your getting, get understanding. This is Encounter Live. God bless you. Have a great week.
With our hearts, we sing.